Welcome to Geneseo Today. News and insight on issues in and around Geneseo.
Welcome to Geneseo Today, the interview show where we spotlight important Geneseo figures. I'm your host, Carolyn, and today I'm joined by the director of the Wadsworth Library, Erin Robinson. How are you today?
Good. How are you?
I'm well, thank you. Can you tell us a bit about your role and what inspired you to pursue this career?
My role as a librarian and the library director is to help connect people to what they need. It may be to answer a question, to find your next book to read, your next favorite author, to help you navigate technology, faxing a document, or where the bathroom is. That's what I do, is try to connect the right information to what people want. I got into it, a little bit. My mother was my high school librarian, and I used to help her out in the library, so I knew how cool of a world it was. And then I just decided, let's go for it. Let's be a librarian.
What do you find most rewarding about being a librarian?
One of the most rewarding things is when I can connect the exact right thing to what the patron is looking for. It's the best part when I get them what they are looking for, what they need. It's a part treasure hunter, part matchmaker, is what I like to say. You got to find exactly what they're looking for. They might not always ask the right question at first, but then you dig a little deeper, and then when you can find that right piece, either an author or the answer to a question or fix their computer, download that audiobook that they've been desperate for, it's very rewarding.
So you just mentioned audiobooks. So libraries today offer much more than just physical copies of books. Can you tell us about some of the diverse services and resources libraries provide to the community?
I can. Are you ready for a really long list? Because we really do more than just books. So in our library alone, we have free Wi-Fi, free internet, free computer use. We have books, DVDs, magazines, audiobooks on CD, music CDs. We have read-along books. We have Tony boxes and Tony characters. We have Empire passes. We have Strong Museum passes to borrow. We have meeting rooms to use. We have video games. We have access also for free to digital books, digital audiobooks, digital magazines, digital videos to stream. And that's just like all I could think of at the time. But we have a lot to offer.
Wow. And then community members can just go in with
a
library card, sign everything out?
Yeah, you can come in even without a library card. You can come. I mean, you can't take out a book, but you can read a book. You don't need a library card to use our computers. We also do faxing and copying. You don't need a library card to use our meeting rooms. We try to keep barriers low to none. We just want people to come and visit us at the library.
If someone wanted to get a library card, how would they go about that?
Well, there's pretty simple methods. We have actually on our website, you can go, there's a tab that says get a library card, and you can sign up for one there, and we either mail it to you, or you can come in and pick it up, or you can just stop in the library and sign up. And also with the library card, we are part of the OWL system, the Ontario, Wayne, Wyoming, and Livingston County library system. So that library card also gives you access to 41 other libraries.
Would you please explain what the OWL system is and how the community can access it?
The OWL system combines 4 counties together to create one mega system. So we're all individual libraries, but we all agree to work together as one system. I will read straight from the OWL website because they say it better than I ever could in a lot fewer words. The OWL library system is a New York State chartered cooperative public library system. As one of 23 systems in New York State, our system was created to enhance shared services and cooperation among members. And their mission is just to support library services across Ontario, Wayne, Wyoming, and Livingston counties. And by accessing it, you just come to one of our libraries. So one of the main services that OWL does for us is delivery. So you can place holds online on our online cataloging system, and the item can be brought to whatever library you want to pick it up at. But we all agreed to be part of this public collaboration between the 4 county libraries. We always say if we don't have it, we can get it from another library.
So with the rise of digital media, how has the role of libraries evolved in the digital age? How do you balance physical books with digital resources like ebooks and audiobooks?
I've been in this game so long that we didn't even have any of the digital media when I first started. So it has really, really evolved, and I've come along the whole way. Now it is definitely, I think, almost an essential part of what we loan out. So we make a concerted effort to put it in part of our budget and make sure the services are available. Our library system provides access to Overdrive, the Libby app, and that does your e-audiobooks, your e-books, your e-magazines. Wadsworth Library also has Hoopla, which can provide additional on-demand to all of those, plus videos and TV shows. Mm-hmm. So, yeah, I think it's just another way to reach patrons and give them the materials that they want.
Cool. I didn't know that.
Oh, and we also have, with OWL, we have access to Canopy, which is the Libby video streaming app, and that's all free too.
So you mentioned earlier helping patrons with like fixing their computers and their technology. So what tools or technologies are libraries using to help patrons access information more efficiently today?
We have our entire catalog online. So if you are anywhere and have internet access, you can look and see what we have, and you can request it. We also have that digital collection through Libby, Overdrive, Canopy, and Hoopla. We also try to keep our website up to date with our programs. You can reserve a meeting room online. You can get a library card online. So we try to also be able to be accessed that way 24/7. Can offer tech help if our staff has time, but we do make an effort, like if you are having trouble getting into Libby or getting into Hoopla, that you can bring your device and we can troubleshoot it. We also help people if they come in to use our computers, if we have time, if the staff has time to do that, and copying and faxing and all that jazz, and saying, I need to print this picture off my phone, and we help you figure out how to do that.
How do you think being there for just the community in the sense of helping with technology or just being present at the library is important?
There's nowhere else to go to have your questions answered. There's nowhere else to go to get free items to borrow. There's nowhere else where you can go, can you help me print this document off my phone and then fax it to my insurance because they need it in fax form, not email. We're the place where you can go and ask those questions and hopefully get answers. There's really nowhere else you can go. You can't go to the post office and have help with your tablet. You can't, go to the village offices and say, can you fax this document for me? Mm-hmm. We're the place where you can come get help. We're the place you go.
And do you feel like the community utilizes the library enough?
I believe this community uses the library. I mean, we could always hope that everybody uses it, but this is a really great supportive community of the public library. I've been at 3 other libraries, and this is the highest community engagement that I've ever seen.
If you are tuning in now, this is Geneseo Today, and I am joined by Wadsworth Library Director Erin Robinson. We were just talking about utilizing the library and how great the community has been towards the public library. But what are some of the challenges that the library faces, and how are you working to overcome them? There's
quite a few challenges these days in the library world. The federal government just dismantled or eliminated the Institute of the Museum and Library Services. And although our direct funding and our direct day-to-day lives aren't affected yet, there will be trickle-down waves that we will probably feel from that. And it just feels very uncertain times. Just knowing that the federal government doesn't care about library services. We also have a rise in book challenges. We personally went through a book challenge in the last couple of years. So that has been something of a process to learn and go through. A lot of emotions as a librarian. But yeah, it just feels a little stressful right now in the library world.
Yeah. You mentioned book challenge. Mm-hmm. Exactly does that mean?
That means a member of the community expressed that they didn't want a certain book on our shelves in the library. And so we have a policy in place and we follow the process, and it went as well as it could, but community members do have the ability to share their feelings about certain items if they want.
We know libraries are great. They're amazing.
They're amazing.
What makes the Wadsworth Library a step above everyone else?
Honestly, I really feel that the value that the community places on the library makes it a step above. When you are shown to be valued and a part of the community on different levels, it really it makes you want to shine it even brighter. And I think Wadsworth Library is that kind of special place. The community support, the community involvement, it's just really great.
And the Wadsworth Library puts on various programming events. Can you just share a few of them and why they're so important?
Stepping into this library, I've only been there since January 2023. I love the emphasis on programming, and the community backs us by supporting our local funding, so we are able to do programs. My children's services librarian does 4 story times every week, also does various programs throughout the year, and puts on a huge summer reading program that involves activities for kids, reading challenges, prizes, fun stuff. I also have an adult services program librarian, and she does at least a program every week that either engages like crafts, informative stuff. She works with a Cornell Cooperative Extension to put on food programs. We also hire bands if we can. We work great with the Geneseo Valley Council of the Arts and get grants through them to put on programs. We are always trying to have something fun or informative, or fun and informative, going on there.
On your Instagram and your actual library page, it
Yes.
has all your programs.
Yeah, we do team programs too, so that's fun. And we also are trying to do more multi-generational programs that utilizes our whole library.
Interesting. How do you see the library fostering collaboration with more local businesses or organizations?
We do try really hard. We believe very strongly in trying to be a part of the community. I attend Geneseo Main Street meetings. My children's librarian collaborates with the school. We actually were invited to an open house and a career day last year, and that was really great, getting out in the community. We are a drop-off for the Elf Stroll as part of the holiday festivities around here, because we have a book drop and it's 24/7, and they wanted a place where people could drop it off, not just like the business hours of 9 to 5, so that more people could participate. So we do try to integrate with community organizations and partners out there, because the more we collaborate, the more we're out there being seen.
So are there any misconceptions or just really anything that you wish people knew about the library?
Just that we're here, we're available to you, we're more than books. We have a whole range of stuff to help you in your life, or just a place to come hang and read a book. I mean, we're here. Just remember us. And we're great.
And what are the library hours?
We are open Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, 10 to 8. Friday, 1:30 to 6. And Saturday, 10 to 3.
Cool.
Yeah.
You guys are on 2nd Street, right?
We are on 2nd Street. We're across from a church and next to a church.
Corner of Center and 2nd.
Yep. Center and 2nd. Yes. And in 2020, they added a whole 2nd floor, and that's now the children's room, and it's amazing.
And the library's old, right? Like the
Yes.
1800s?
Yeah, the core part started in... So that's the main building, and then they added on to the back, and then we added a 2nd floor.
Awesome.
Yeah. And we have 3 meeting rooms. We have a study room on the main floor, and then we have a large meeting room in the basement and a small meeting room in the basement, which you can reserve right online.
So can you share a memorable experience or an inspiring story or interesting story from your time working in the library? Maybe something funny, whatever you want to say.
Right. I tried to think of something that didn't, like, shine me, shine the patrons, but this about me. My children's librarian and I have made a concerted effort to try to learn ASL. We have a deaf family that uses our library. So we were like, we need to learn it. And the first time I conversed with them in a very rough, very, very long process for them to watch me try to communicate with them, but they were all smiles and they encouraged me. And it was really nice to connect with them on their language level rather than just, making them come to our language level. And learning a new language this late in life is rough. But they were very appreciative, and he called me a slow turtle, and that's what he calls me now. And I love it because I know what it means. But just meeting people and being able to give them what they want, it's great. It's like sliding that last piece of the jigsaw puzzle in.
Do you see a lot of new community members every week or so, or do you get
Yeah, we get probably roughly about 20 to 40 new library card holders every month.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, people are discovering us every day, which is great. And sometimes just somebody that hasn't had a library card in 10, 20 years comes back and finds us. So it's great.
Do you do any collaborations with SUNY Geneseo?
We host a community connections, and that's where the president of SUNY Geneseo and the village mayor of Geneseo hold an open forum, and they give updates of where SUNY Geneseo is at and where the village is at, and then community members or college students can ask questions.
Oh.
So we host that twice a year. And we advertise for alumni weekend that we have free Wi-Fi or just a place to chill if you need it. We're open. So we look for opportunities when we can. The previous director did do a STEM fair here. They worked with somebody on the SUNY campus, and they were able to get a grant and did a STEM fair here. So whenever an opportunity pops up, we try to collaborate.
Good. Do you feel like college students utilize the library enough?
Yes.
Okay.
We love it. When Milne was not open, we had a ton of people coming to use us to study, and it was great. And some of them still stuck around after Milne opened up.
Well, is there anything else you would like to share or add?
Just come see us at the library.
Go to the Wadsworth Library. It's the place to be.
It's the place to be.
Well, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you for inviting me.
Yes, I learned so much about the Wadsworth Library.
Excellent.
Can't wait to go and visit.
Please stop by.
Thank you for listening to Geneseo Today. I'm your host, Carolyn, and today I was joined by Wadsworth Library Director Erin Robinson. Tune in next time for more things Geneseo on WGSU 89.3, Geneseo's Voice of the Valley.
Thanks for listening to Geneseo Today, news and insight on issues in and around Geneseo. To learn more about this show or to suggest guests or topics, contact WGSU at geneseo.edu.